have here a Samsung model UN46F6350, and it's got a problem where it won't turn on. The power light is just flashing on and off. Let's plug this thing in and see if it works. So I just brought this Samsung 40-inch. 40-inch? I think it looks bigger than 40. To work on. It's not supposed to be working, but it appears to be working to begin with. I just put up my standard definition rendering of my video here on the screen for testing, and I noticed something right off the bat, that the picture is not as sharp on this set than it is on this old plasma. We're looking at the same picture. You can definitely see there's more detail. There's more detail on the plasma than there is on this LCD, despite this plasma only being a standard definition set and this one being an HD set. Anyway, we got a problem with this thing. I gotta do some troubleshooting. Apparently it's supposed to power cycle, so we'll be doing some testing to see if it will indeed start cycling on and off. Right now it's working, which leads me to think maybe we have a ground issue, and just transporting the set to get it here has got the set working. Because as of this morning, it wouldn't turn on, just the power light was blinking. And I plug it in here, and away it goes. So I've got the set all apart now. What I suspect, and I haven't checked anything yet, but what I suspect is I'm going to find loose ground screws. And I bet you that's where my problem is. You get these ones with the metal tabs on them here. These are providing ground connections to the main chassis. And what happens is the screws can come loose. So let's just check these out and see. Yeah, that one there was a bit loose. Let's check these other ones back here, the back side of the board. We'll see how they are for tightness. We'll first start with this one here. You'll see, oh yes, that one was very loose. With this one over here, and that one also was very loose. But you can see how many turns I can put on these things. So let's check the other ground connections too. We'll check the ground connections on the timing controller board over here. So there's two screws here. Those ones aren't too bad. At least that one wasn't. Or was that one? And we'll check the connections on the main signal board over here. We'll just check the tightness of. Looks like all four of these screws here provide a connection to ground. These ones here are taking about a quarter of a turn to torque them down. So I think those ones there probably were okay, but definitely the ground screws over here on the power supply board were loose. And that's consistent with other ones I've seen that have had a similar problem. Could be capacitors, but I doubt it. These ones here typically haven't had the capacitor failures that the other ones have, and there's no sign of bulging capacitors on the board on this set. Okay, there we have it. Set's back on. Set's running. As I say, the set was acting up before it was taken off the wall mount, and as soon as it was brought down here, of course, it started to work. So I immediately suspected that the problem was caused by loose ground screws opening it up. Sure enough, the screws were ground screws. My video just repeated there. Sure enough, when I opened it up, the ground screws, 3 of them were loose, like very loose, and you saw how much I could tighten them up. I'm going to let the set run here and just test run it, but I'm pretty sure that we've got this problem solved. Thanks for watching.